Antarctica is such an amazing continent that no matter whether you go above the ice or below it, you will always discover something very interesting. So, yeah, it's just not a group of penguins and icebergs. Since Antarctica's ice is very, very old, probably over a few million years, so it is a very good record keeper of the Earth's climate. Recently, a team led by Dr. Liz Thomas has arrived in Cambridge with ice probably over 1.5 million years old. This ice has been drilled from East Antarctica, and this ice had been in the depth of about 2.8 kilometers. The ice will melt over the course of next few weeks, and then its components can be analyzed deeply. By measuring the past levels of carbon dioxide and temperature and other proxies, scientists hope to solve the mystery of the mid-Pleistocene transition. That was a dramatic shift in the glacial cycles that occurred probably around a million years ago. Since the Antarctic ice even preserves the ancient air bubbles, there is no other place on the entire planet that retains such a long record of the past atmosphere. Probably the most interesting feature of Antarctica are its subglacial lakes. Far below the ice, Antarctica hides a vast network of liquid lakes and rivers. Since the 1970s, radar and seismic surveys have revealed over 400 subglacial lakes trapped between the ice and the bedrock. These lakes remain liquid because geothermal heat and the pressure of kilometers of overlying ice cause basal melting. While some lakes are just small transient ponds, the others are very enormous. For example, in East Antarctica, there is a lake Vostok, which lies under 4 kilometers of ice and is about 250 kilometers long, which is roughly 3 times the area of Lake Ontario. What's even more amazing is that it is just not an empty lake. These hidden waters are extraordinary habitats. NASA notes that subglacial lakes can support extremophile microbes that thrive in cold, dark, and nutrient-poor conditions. For example, when scientists finally sampled the Lake of Williams, they found 130,000 microbial cells per millimeter, and it is as rich as many ocean depths. And this sample included 4,000 different species of bacteria and archaea. Life in Williams survives entirely without sunlight and may have persisted there for 100,000 to over a million years. In fact, researchers suggest that these sub-ice waters might constitute the largest unexplored ecosystem on the entire Earth. NASA has spent over $20 million on its Wizard project to develop clean and hot water drills, allowing the first samples from the Lake Williams. Each new lake sample helps answer what strange life exists under kilometers of ice and how do these hidden waters connect to the global system. The third most important feature of Antarctica are the blood falls, a 5-story waterfall of deep red water oozing from the Taylor Glacier in the McMurdo Dry Valleys. First noted by the explorer Griffith Taylor in 1911, who thought that red algae actually caused the red color. We now know that the scarlet hue comes from iron-rich groundwater. Subglacial brine, saturated with dissolved iron, is under extreme pressure. When it emerges and mixes with air, the iron oxidizes and turns the water crimson. Recent research discovered a hidden reservoir about 400 meters beneath the Taylor Glacier with salty liquid water feeding the falls. This brine pool likely originated from ancient seawater trapped in the valley for millions of years, and yet it remains liquid despite minus 20 degrees Celsius ice temperatures, because this liquid contains a very high salt content and it actually releases heat upon freezing. Guys, hidden beneath the ice are not only water but also fire. In recent years, geologists have mapped an astonishing number of volcanoes in Antarctica. West Antarctica alone sits atop a region with around 138 known volcanoes, many discovered just since 2017. In fact, this may be the largest volcanic region on the entire planet, largely cloaked under the ice.